body care. And then as I got into the pregnancy, a few months went by, I thought, what about baby care? And I started looking at research. So all the research that I read was linking commercial products and skincare ingredients to irritation and eczema.
Right.
Then I started studying the eczema factor, and there was 1 in 3 babies at that time under 6 months old that experienced eczema in their life at some point.
Wow, I didn't realise it was so high.
It is so high. It is crazy. So I think I'm a very passionate, sort of heart-centered, driven person.
Yes.
And I thought, this is just not okay. Who could do something that can help these that could help these parents?
Yeah.
So I need to do something.
Right.
I was already
knew
working.
There'd be something.
Yes.
There's always a little.
So I was working with laboratories at the time already in my other role.
Right.
So I tried to formulate, and I got a little bit of input from a couple of chemists, and they just weren't on the same page because it was far too innovative. Nobody knew the difference between natural vitamin E and synthetic, and they were always trying to steer me towards the synthetic commercial.
Because it was cheaper.
And the things they're used to developing with.
Okay.
So unless you get an innovative chemist who's looking at unique formulations and cutting edge technology, they're not going to want to really go down the path of using novel ingredients because there's not enough demand for it.
Right.
And again, as a commercial business now, I can totally understand that. So I really did push a few people outside their comfort zones, and I ended up finding somebody who worked on it with me.
Right.
That person had been involved in the early days of Gelique's products, so that was as nearest as natural as you could get at the time. But they didn't have any baby care. And over the next couple of years, it was refined to basically, we did powder using cornstarch, which was a food grade product, instead of using talc.
Right.
We used the natural vitamin E, as I said. We would use evening primrose was a very early one for me, and calendula. At the time, we couldn't get organic at the time, but replacing, some of the synthetic oils with the botanicals.
Benzo, blah, 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 had -3 with this plant instead.
Yes, and even preservative systems, they weren't great at the time.
Right.
And I remember investigating things like colloidal silver, which were all the rage, 20 years ago, but they weren't approved for baby care. So it wasn't as simple as just looking at what's out there. No. It was about looking at the safety in terms of its relativity in baby skincare.